They're bailing out the side. Hit once.
Side of what? Like on the left side or?
Over here.
Enemies ahead.
I knocked one of their teammates.
Just focusing on this full here. I'm gonna run. Please.
Oh, you joking me? I shot him and I saw blood!
That is all. No, it's a routine, but it's something you.
Little girl, bring fire from the world. I'm trying, I'm lost, only murmur. Staying for the summer, staying for the summer. And while 6 feet under, and I got that number, color, keep falling, falling like carousel.
Say what? Squad wise, baby!
Give me exhale, see the jaw, face mount like a bass head. Leave the scale, balance both sides, and she do it well, so well, so well, yeah. Rain man, looking for the sun, doing okay then. All these feelings bottled inside like a house dog. Bounty on the elbow, she'll get out the house, more playing off the foul ball. You can stick around, girl. Bring fire from the world, I'm trying. I'm lost, only murmurs, find time, yeah, find time. Unsure, stay for the summer. Bring fire from the world, I'm trying. I'm lost, only murmurs. Find time if she's unsure. Find time, stay for the summer. Quiet, lonely, nobody told me. Drifting aside, yeah, running away. Soon as you got those new nights.
Oh, there's two.
Soon as you got those new nights, busy cutting the checks. I'm used to cutting the ties, okay. Pull up your pants, okay. Remember them rolling eyes, now they are fans, okay. Hanging from grapevines, she want the juice now. She want it all right. Get it from you now, get it from you now. Little girl, drifting aside, drifting aside. Color, keep falling, falling like carousel. On the same road, on the same road. On the same road. I'm on the same road. Bring fire from the world, I'm trying. I'm lost, only murmur. Find time if she's unsure. Find time, staying for the summer.
Alright. You got a lot of guys, you said?
Oh! Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of the Road to Conqueror series on my channel. Now before we jump into today's gameplay, I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what this series is if you guys don't know exactly what Road to Conqueror means for my channel. Now what it means is every other week, if I can, I will put a montage of all the gameplay and all the cool clips that we got throughout trying to grind to Conqueror in a montage. So every other week we're going to try to do that. If I can't, I'm going to try to do it as often as I can. I love making montages just like the one you saw before this commentary. It's really, really fun, really, really exciting. Another quick little thing to add is that sometimes there will be commentary like this one where I'm commentating afterwards while the gameplay was already recorded, or we're going to be doing live commentaries, which is while the gameplay is being recorded, and we'll have a live commentary, my live reactions of when it's happening. So sometimes it'll be commentary, sometimes it'll be live comms. Today it's going to be commentary. Alright, so let's jump into talking about the gameplay. Now normally if you guys watch my live streams, I constantly love hot dropping. I love dropping straight into the action and having action from the very moment I step boots on the ground to the very ending where I am getting that winner chicken dinner. I love action, but since I haven't been playing the game that often and since I was solo squatting, I took a step back, and since I knew I was playing on Sanhok, I wanted to land on the outskirts of boot camp, but close enough to boot camp where I actually could get some action. This ended up being one of the coolest things I've ever happened to me, even though I didn't win the game or anything crazy like that. But I feel like the gameplay was so unique, something that I've never seen before, and I was so excited to have a moment like this. It was just unimaginable. When you think of an assault rifle, very specifically an AK or an M762, you don't think that you're going to use it as a sniper rifle. But you know, if you guys don't know how PUBG Mobile works or PUBG or any Battle Royale game, the loot is randomized. There might be higher density loot depending on where you land, but the loot is randomized. So all cards played in my favor to get this M762 and a 6X. And for some reason, with a different mentality jumping into this game, knowing that I wanted to have more survivability and less crazy action, I decided to use the M762 as a weapon that I've never used before. Now, if you guys didn't know, when the M762 first came out, I constantly used that gun. It was one of my favorite guns to use in the game. The M762, red dot sight, laser sight. The reason why I like the M762 so much compared to the AK, which was the other close range alternative gun that I used, was because it was able to have more attachments and still have the crazy amount of damage. And because it is a 7.62 weapon, they have a little bit more damage than the 5.56 weapons. It allowed for me to technically just use it as a sniper rifle on the outskirts of boot camp, and it looked a little something like this. after knowing the general area of where the other players were, how much players were left in boot camp, because normally when you land on the outskirts of boot camp, you hear all the crazy action, you hear all the shots, and then after a few minutes it dies down, and there's only one team left that survived in boot camp. And now that I pinpoint that one last team, it allowed for me to push ahead and then make the decision on when I should push as a solo squad competitor and try to figure out in these situations, who am I fighting against, how many players are there, and when should I push or when should I push back. And in this situation, I decided to push forward. Oh my gosh. I was really trying to play the long range game there, and there was a full squad coming towards me. Okay, I haven't played a lot of PUBG Mobile recently, but the players have gotten extremely good at the game. And that was actually some of the most fun I've had in such a long time. I normally am a rush player, but I was using the M762 as a sniper. That was extremely fun. Well, that was my first match of the season. That is freaking awesome. What the heck?